What's up, guys? What's happening? What is happening? What is going on? It's been a while since I have streamed. Welcome. It's season 7 countdown. Dog meat is good. It's been a fun season. It's been a really long season. I am cold, really cold, but it's been a while. Every season we just kind of hang out. We just like do a countdown for the new people, and chill and wait and reminisce about seasons. But I want to do something special. I want to try to do something different. So I've gathered all you and your friends, all your peers, and I've rounded them up. We're gonna do a little talk show. So my first guest, that you can't see on the screen, Briar Moss. He's been on the scene for a while. Probably one of the more successful players here. He's won 3 tournaments, season 6. He's a Cruel Ultimatum master. I've beaten him several times. Let's see our record real quick before I. The record. Oh, he's 3-7 against me. That sucks. But anyways, he's a good guy. The control specialist. Everyone, let's welcome Briar Moss. Briar Moss, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Right. Welcome. Did you play tonight? Did you
Yeah, I did. I
play?
did not do very well though.
Why not?
I lost the first round. I'm not sure to what. Second round, I got the bye. I squeaked out the third round against. I think it was Hypergenesis. I think I just got lucky against a Hypergenesis list, and then I lost a kind of dispiriting defeat in game 3 to Reanimator with Whip Reanimator. I'm not sure what you want to call that. Like
Oh, like the mid range version, like with
yeah,
like
Jund good stuff
yeah.
with the Commune with the Gods, Animate Dead package.
Yeah, that's cool. So, we can miss a season. Was this your favorite season?
No, it's actually I think I said in Discord a while ago I enjoyed this season more than any WotC format, but I actually felt like there was more. I think it was just my deck choice. I should have switched to a different deck at some point, but the deck I played was very linear, and so there wasn't as much. There was a lot of games where I didn't have many like decision inflection points. So I didn't actually like this season as much as I liked like even last season, like Necropotence season. Yeah, the decks. I think I think my deck was just like straight up better then, but also when you're casting lots of compulsive researches and discarding cards that have like graveyard synergies, I had a lot of decision points every turn as to how to play out the turn. And with the current devoid list that I've settled on, I don't have a lot of options. I play out my ramp, and then I play out my delay spells, and then eventually I get to cast Cruel Ultimatum, and then I win. And if I don't do those things in the correct order, um, I lose. Whereas in previous seasons, I could play like compulsive research, and if I thought I didn't need to go on the ramp Cruel Ultimatum plan, I could just get interaction, and if I did want to do a Turbo Ultimatum, I could. And that this season, that's very much not the case. I just have to hope that what I drew lined up with the threat profiles my opponents were preventing, and if it didn't, I lost horribly.
Yeah, I mean, like your deck is, all your lists are to me are completely ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you. They none of them make any sense to me sometimes. But yeah, this list in particular was like you said, it was just so linear, and the fact that like I'm looking at your list right now because you're watching the stream, right? But
Yeah.
you've got like you have like 8 signets and like these elsewhere flasks that really don't do anything. They just like make
Uh,
mana or just fix mana, you know.
no,
They're
the
just like
Elsewhere flasks actually do a lot.
no, I've seen them do stuff, but they don't do stuff at the same time. Oh,
They mill through your they cantrip, so they're never bad. They turn on gear per ether grid. They're cheaper, and like so they're not as clunky when you have the heralds out, and they also let me get a lot of value out of my mana base. I've moved away from this in like the more refined builds, but especially when I was first starting out, having like the Dread Statuary Gargoyle Castle and Blighted Fen package, and still being able to play Cruel Ultimatum on like turn 5 or 6 is super nice, because I'm running 28 mana sources, but I'm still getting value from my mana base.
oh
So
yeah,
even though I have 28 mana or what is it, like how many lands do I have? 30 mana sources between the lands and the signets. Um, I still have the ability to turn 5 of those lands into pseudo spells, and that's pretty valuable. And the Elsewhere flasks help turn that on.
yeah. I mean, like I'm not gonna lie to you. You won 3 tournaments, like you're, and you like I think you top aided. I think I forgot the stat on that, but you top aided like you carried the Cruel Tomato like archetype like single handedly. So it's so funny that you actually mentioned that you actually really didn't like this deck for the most part.
I mean, I liked it. I tried. I think you were. I showed you in Discord a couple of days. Like it wasn't like I only brewed this deck. One thing I love about the format is that I get to try tons of decks. But for the field we were seeing, this was where I decided I wanted to be. It was something that not a lot of decks like had a better like late game grindy plan. I felt like most decks, with the possible exception of your of that really annoying deck you ran that was like Gaia's was it was like Gaia's Ultimatum,
This
and
Guy's Revenge. Guy's Revenge.
that and like
Oh,
endless Cloud Threshers. That was like the
Cloud
only deck
Blazers.
where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, my late game isn't as good as his late game. But in general, I felt like the plan of just like crueling the other person out of the game after like turn 5 or 6 was solid against 99% of the matchups, and from there it was just figuring out how not to die to heroic and red deck wins.
Yeah, I mean, like that was a big thing. Like, I mean, with the RE, the Hypergenesis plan, that was just like once I figured out people were just gonna play counter spells, then I just went to like 2-for-1 plan, which beats a lot of control decks. Like, if you just play a bunch of 2-for-1s, you'll eventually win. So that was just really my game against you. And then Guy's Revenge was it's still very unbeatable. Actually, a really unbeatable card in some aspects.
It's not a bad card. I remember, we were talking of olden times. I remember really enjoying I think it wasn't the very first list I played, but it was like the second list I played would have recurring. I want to call it Fathom Feeder, the UB card from Battle for
Yeah,
Zendikar that
the
had
Void guy
Sketch
that
Cut,
draws cards.
and it just felt really good blocking blocking Gaia's Revenge with that.
Yeah, that the card's really annoying. I mean, So
And then I
seasons
would get it back the next turn too. It was great. I've tried to make that deck work every season since then, but I think
was
it
that your breakout
needs
deck?
like
I don't think that was pretty much your breakout deck. The blue black, like just mid range nonsense.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love that deck, but I or specifically it was the mid range nonsense and the value you got off cruel or off profane command,
yeah.
but
It's all the way
I don't
from
know,
season
just it
three.
wasn't fast. Like I
Yeah,
think it's more had more to do with the meta getting cutthroat than the deck getting worse. I also think that Cloud of Fairies was the secret MVP of that deck because uh it was a cycler when I needed it to be, and it let me get pressure and just like kind of sit behind counter spells when I didn't. And it also heavily enabled the Imperial Plate. So is unfortunate, but that's why this format's great because it just changes a ton every 3 months.
and speaking of changes, we have a season 7 coming. What are you excited for? What are you afraid of? What do you think's gonna happen?
So the two obvious best decks, just like looking through the spoilers, to me look like someone's gonna build Reanimator, someone's gonna build Rofelos, and someone probably in the same deck as the Rofelos deck, but maybe we can call this a third archetype, is someone's gonna try and abuse Smokestack. Um, the other thing that really excites me is I think that Auntie's Hovel is huge for the format.
Yeah,
In a game of
you've got a huge boner for that card. I know that.
what?
You've got a huge
Oh
something for
man, you
that
have no
card.
idea how like I know I'm the control specialist or whatever, but it sucks playing so many tap lands and just knowing that you're giving up margin against all the aggro decks in the format. So uh, the math is somewhere between if you're running just like for nameless inversion, and I think nameless inversion is like a perfectly reasonable card to just run as your cheap interaction spell, that alone gets you up to like 40-ish% on the you can play Auntie's Hovel untapped on like your first couple turns. So yes, I'm very excited about mana potentially not being terrible for that deck, and I think that'll be a big change. I also think that you have some good like control-y goblins to go with it. Like obviously someone's gonna try and do something with Goblin Lackey, but that's not me. That's like you have to attack and get in the red zone, and like your opponent might be able to interact with you and stop your plan. That just sounds terrible. I want to be like completely off, either storming off or just doing something so powerful my opponent can't interact with it. Not just trying to hit them with a 1/1. That doesn't sound like fun at all. So other people can play the Goblin Lackey plan. I think that Grenzo, between Grenzo and Nameless Inversion and Murderous Redcap, there's enough like reasonable Goblin triggers that you can play a good like Rakdos control deck, and maybe even a I think Mardu control is a possibility because we still have Ancient Amphitheater and Nameless Inversion triggers for that as well.
Do you remember the I think it was like season 3, uh, the A Lawrence Grenzo deck? Do you remember that? Were you around there?
I was around season 3. What deck again?
It was A Lawrence had a Grenzo deck. It was just like kind of like what you're taking.
Yes, I do remember that
It was
one.
like
It
the
was
mid
like
range deck of like
beetle, yeah, the 2/2 goblin that puts out 2/1/1
yeah.
goblins.
You just played like
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
remember
of
that deck.
nonsense cards. I feel like that's what you're trying to go for. It's sort of
That's
like
not really what I'm trying to go for because that deck that has too many creatures. Like your opponent might wrath you or something, and I don't want to lose value on a wrath. No, I haven't figured out the full list yet. But you have to crush your opponent out of the game and make them cry. If you're just like doing things that are fair and interactable, there's just no point.
have you ever made someone cry in Magic?
It's like you have to preserve the absolute amount of fun. If I'm having so much fun, well, it's unfortunate, but someone else has to be being like utterly strangled out of the game.
So when have you made someone cry? How old were they? That's, it sounds like you have made
uh,
somebody cry.
I don't think I've actually made people cry. I
Oh, he's a
hope not.
liar. He's a
It's kind of
liar.
funny. My in real life play group, I consider myself very much of a Johnny, but apparently I'm the spikiest spike to ever walk the earth by their standards.
The Johnny Spike.
Yeah, Johnny Spike hybrid, the most terrifying kind. I was kind of hoping we'd get another storm season, but the rotation was not kind to us. The
Oh, you're
storm
not.
was not
Oh, you don't
brewing.
see it? Oh, I see it.
Oh,
it
I,
it's
I
there.
think for the
It's
record,
definitely there.
just just because you can jam Turnabout in a deck, like I think we have
Oh,
Turnabout and Jace's Sanctums. So yes, you can probably storm off on like turn 7 or 8 if you really are dedicated to it. But I'm
there's a
talking about, I think it was a season 3 that had the Broken Storm deck.
yeah, season 3. You're welcome.
Yeah, that I'm talking about. I want that level of storm back because that deck was a joy to play.
Oh, you're
Though I never really deviated much from Iron Blood's list. I thought that was pretty close. Like I didn't feel confident enough to know that if anything was better, but I knew that that list felt very good.
yeah. Fun story about his list. So this it was like the second tournament or whatever, and like he was a regular on my stream, but he never actually like played Penny Dreadful a lot. And I was like, oh, we're gonna start this Penny Dreadful tournament. He's like, oh, I don't play. I'm like, oh, I have this other deck you could play. And I wasn't gonna play the Storm deck. I thought it was not ready, and it was clearly like so unpolished. So I gave him the list. I played like a bad braids list. I went like 2-2, and he went second place. And he went,
Well, I don't
that's
think he
ridiculous.
changed his list a couple times. I don't
Yeah, then
think.
we started working on it, and then it got really broken. Like,
Yeah, it got much better. I think that was one of the. I think even more than Necro, that was a deck that
oh, Necro is not.
was really strong in the hands of the right pilot, but just like Necro, not like a lot of people would kill themselves with it.
I did that a lot.
Necro in season 5, obviously.
Yeah,
And so it wasn't as widely metagamed as its like raw power would indicate.
yeah, that was a pretty crazy season actually. Necro, Storm. I like Storm better though. Necro was like you said, it was like it was a big skill gap. You can kind of like tell like who had practiced it and who hadn't.
Well, the lines for Necro, I played a couple Necro games mostly so I could figure out how to beat it. In season 5, the lines for Necro were complicated because as you like figuring out how much to Necro, figuring out when to use your rituals. Like, is it better to persecute and like on turn 2 and then like hope to draw into your lands for the Necro on turn 3 after to refill? It was a complicated. It wasn't an easy deck to play, but I'm glad that people played it poorly enough that I had a good win rate against it by the end.
Yeah, man, that was good times. So, anything else you're looking for season 7, or anything else you're worried about? I just saw
No,
that.
I did want to just mention that people. Speaking of my lists being giant piles that you don't think can possibly be competitive, I think people are drastically underestimating the glory that is Gone Missing, and I think that Gone Missing should get more credit.
Uh, I mean, I've been blown up by Gone Missing. I think like there's a lot of victims of Gone Missing, so there's probably like a Gone Missing is anonymous where people kind of get inside a room and it's like, oh, Grandma's did it to me that one time.
I mean,
I played a
partially
tap
it's
land and
because
he just Gone Missing it.
uh, partially it's because so many people play tap lands, but like in the very, very, very worst case scenario, well, in the very worst case scenario, I die with Gone Missing in my hand, in which case all 5 mana sorceries are bad. But in the general scenario where it's like turn 4 and I'm like my opponent hasn't flooded the board, like if I'm losing and they've already played 2 creatures, if I take 2 damage to get another land drop and a clue, I'm totally fine like trading a card for that because it's like draw a card, land drop, and clue. That's what Gone Missing with 2 creatures on the board. 1 creature on the board, don't even take the 2 damage. It's great. If they have no creatures on the board, I set them back a turn on land development and just got a clue for essentially nothing. I just got it for free and got more time to dig into my deck, and I cost them a card. So it's again card advantage. It's just great, and it's also good against all the decks where normally as a control-y type deck you'd have to hold up interaction, and if they didn't play their creature or whatever, you wouldn't be getting ahead. Gone Missing lets me get ahead on empty boards, which is hard to do in for a lot of blue decks.
It's also the fact that like hit a permanent. So if you had like, and especially in the Grixis colors where you didn't like, where you had this enchantment that sucked, or you had this artifact that sucked, that was, like pseudo answer, I guess.
What was it? I remember there. I think it was a fluke, but there was this one game early in this season or season 6 where I somehow managed to ramp up to 10 mana, and someone was playing Gideon's Intervention against me and had named it Naming Cruel Ultimatum,
Oh
and I was
no.
able to double. Um, I did double Gone Missing to tuck the Gone Missing like one card deep, and then the next turn double curl them out of the game. I felt a little dirty, but it was great.
Disgusting. I'm disgusted by that. All right, so you might have convinced some of us here. I don't know about everyone, but it did you good. Like card, that's what PD's all about. You know, just finding like the hidden gems in the diamonds in the rough, and maybe Gone Missing is one of them. But we're gonna end it here because I know you want to go first. But you want to do any more shout outs? You want to raise any
Nope,
more cards?
my shout outs to Gone Missing. Thanks to everyone for playing PD and making it a great format. And I guess we should do a shout out to Card Hoarders because it's really nice and generous of them to sponsor us and help sustain the great community we have here.
They're not watching it.
I know, but
But
whatever. I
they
assume they
might. I don't
appreciate the
know.
free advertising.
There was like I'm not gonna talk about that. But anyways, but yeah, yeah. Thanks, Brian Moss. I can't wait to see the next crazy deck you're gonna build, and
Uh,
I'm gonna lose to it. I'm sure really easily.
See you next week.
All right, see ya. All right, so we're gonna set up next guest. Thank you all, Brian Moss. Thank you, Brian Moss, for joining me here. And next up, we're gonna set up the next guest in a second. But thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the stream, please follow. Follow the stream, costs you nothing. Figure out when to go live. I'm gonna set up the next guest in just a minute. So wait right here. All right. Wait, is it 3 a.m. or the checks are done at 2? Oh, okay. Well, we're doing 3 a.m. You know what? We're doing 3 a.m. I'm a Patreon. I get to say what I want. I'm a Patreon. I own you. Oh. Anyways. So our next guest is a newcomer to Penny Dreadful. Some of us have been here for forever, but some of us have just joined, and that's how great the community is. That people are coming in and out of this place. But he's he's come here. He's willing to talk. Wants to talk about his adventures here, and it is the Lone Sun. Lone Sun, how are you? I'm just gonna call you Sun or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Sorry, everyone, for the weird sound in
Yeah,
advance.
we've been trying to figure that out. I think we just have to take turns talking, but that's what's a little too late there. But how are
Yeah,
you? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I've just been uh just almost made top 8 in this last Penny Dreadful tournament.
Yeah, so you're becoming like the ninth place master. How do you feel about that?
Amused actually.
How many ninth places have you made tournament?
Only 2 so
Two.
far,
Two
but
out
I've
of
only
like
participated in like 4.
yeah, so 2 out of 4. That's 50%. That's a good percentage.
Yeah, hopefully I can actually get a top 8 next season.
So you when did you start? When did you actually start playing Penny Dreadful?
I think about 2 weeks ago actually, so not a lot of time.
How'd you find us here? I'm always
I
curious about
think
how do people find us.
I think I was actually on Gatherling because I was trying to find some other player run events that I could participate in, and I was like, "Oh, Penny Dreadful! I've seen this around. I'll check out the website." Website was very nice. That was what ultimately made me jump in.
Oh, Slazzy and Tom will love it. Slazzy and Baker will love that. Just keep saying that. They love that. How did you find Gatherling? How about that? I don't even know how you find Gatherling from there.
That was a much earlier adventure. I used to play in another player run format called Modern Silver Black, which was modern commons and uncommons, and that was pretty fun, but kind of low power level. And it eventually kind of petered out because not a lot of people were interested in it.
Yeah. Who ran that? Actually, I can't remember.
I think his name was Nyabok.
Shifting Snow, because one of my subs is Shifting Shadows. I think he ran it too. Modern Silver Black. I think he ran it for like the later half. I don't actually know much of like Gatherling's history, to be honest with you. I didn't even know about Gathering until I started playing Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, that other player run format is what got me into
Yeah.
it.
He says, well, Shifting Shadows says he ran it after Nia, so I don't know if
Maybe
he's
we briefly crossed paths.
some years after he's. But but yeah, I mean, Gatherling's been nuts. Like we didn't start playing Gathering until season 2. Like season 1 was like it's kind of like the Wild West. We were just playing decks. We didn't have tournaments. We kind of had a league, but it was on a Google form system.
Oh lord.
Yeah, and then like in season 2, this guy named Chaos Black Doom kind of approached us. It's like, hey, we're gonna do gather. I want to do this gathering tournament. And we're like, all right, whatever. He had like prize support. I think he started with a prize support. I can't remember, but it got good.
He provided the prize support himself.
I think he got like I forgot. I think he started with sponsors. So
Because that would have been a truly selfless thing to do.
yeah. Oh, I mean, people have like put their own money into like PREs stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. It's always cool to see people that engaged in
Yeah.
new ways to play Magic.
So speaking of new ways to play Magic, what are you excited for in this season?
Oh my god, so much. When I saw that Favorable Winds was probably going to rotate in, I was excited. Same with Intangible Virtue. Those are the two big
Those are
ones.
2 cards that can actually go together.
Yeah, I have a deck that's running all 8 of them.
Oh. I mean, anthems are good. Cheap anthems are always good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's too heavy, though. Like, too many anthems, whatever. That's what this first tournament that's coming up is for.
Uh, so, what else are you excited for? What else is tickling your fancy?
Dynavolt Tower really trickled my
Yeah.
fancy because it seems like it would be an interesting way to get value in a control deck, like even more value. We were talking about all the 2-for-1s and control decks in the last section with like gone missing stuff like that. And I think that just like incidentally building up a bunch of energy and being able to use it as removal, whatever, burn your opponent out at the end of the game, I think that's going to be potentially pretty useful.
Yeah, I mean, like you don't even need to be like an energy deck for that deck. You just happen to have it, and you just play your
Yeah.
spells. And also, Trophy Mage is legal, so you can fetch it out.
Yeah, that was the other one I was super excited to see in combination. I was hoping that Attune would maybe be low enough and drop low enough after it was banned to also get in, so I could run like Teamer Dynavolt Tower, but nah.
So if you don't know already, people in chat are yelling, but the Scryfall's already updated. Apparently, like I have my time wrong. Apparently, is it ready yet? I don't know. But like I guess the last hour is about like kind of fact checking yourself. So
Yeah, and I saw you looking at the rotation list while Briar Moss was on, and like there were only about 10 cards like still in contention. So
yeah, that kind of just happens. Like with the public outsource of information, you kind of just like eventually see it, and it's just a matter of time before like it's just there.
yeah, that's going to be super useful that we aren't going to have to wait for that to be updated, because I know a lot of people were like, oh, I want to start brewing, but I want to wait till Scryfall updates because I don't know what's going to be legal.
Yeah, that's me for sure. For me specifically, is that I need to like learn. I need to like find specific cards. So I remember when I first started, and this is probably everyone's experience. Like the card pool is like ridiculous. Like it's just so big. So it's just hard to like kind of narrow it down, and that's what search engines are really good because you can like find a card that find like an artifact that makes energy, or like we're talking about Dynavolt Tower, find like instants blue. That's what the search engines are really good for.
Yeah, and this wasn't found via a search engine, though someone could have probably found it this way. I think one of the first things I did when I got in the Penny Dreadful Discord was check if Marshall's Anthem was legal, because that's a favorite EDH card of mine, and I was wondering if I could make it work. And that's what I spent like so long trying to do, is like trying to tweak that deck and seeing how far I could take it. But the best I did was a 2/2, so I was like, maybe I'll bring this back next season. There's more ramp, there's more lots of other new stuff that we can take a look at, and maybe that'll make it then. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you, Brian Master sub, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Uh, Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the biggest things you got to learn is how to finding the card that you want to build around. Because I think like a lot of cards, like you said, Marshall's Anthem, are really like just build around me cards, and then like finding what's good around it. I think that's really important. Really. How long have you been playing Magic for? I don't really know you. Like I said, you've only been here 2 weeks, so.
I've been playing Magic for a ridiculously long time, probably a decade or longer. I started when I was very young.
Like, what was the first set you came into?
Ravnica.
Ravnica, okay. Wow. It was a long
That
time.
was a great introduction.
That was like a really fun set. From what I kind of quit during that time, so. But I was here for Return to Ravnica. Return to Ravnica was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, that's what brought me back, and I felt like it was pretty much on par with Ravnica in a lot of ways.
It's pretty good. What else are you looking for in this season? What else you got? Are you afraid of the Rafellos decks, the Goblin Laggy decks?
I'm very afraid of the Rafellos decks. I've specifically been building a lot of removal into my current decks, especially like the 1 mana board sweep, or not 1 mana, 1 damage board sweepers, stuff like Blazing Volley, because I just want to get that crap off the board as soon as possible.
Are you? I think you said this earlier, but are you more of like a mid-range player, a control player, an aggro player? What kind of like style do you usually like to play?
Usually what I end up gravitating towards is mid-range, but I'm pretty much down for anything. Most of the decks I played this season, though, fell into like mid-range Reanimator. Briar mentioned that whip deck that he played against, and I went back and looked, and that was me.
Yeah, that was you. Yeah, that one was built.
Yeah.
That deck was built by.
That was built by someone else.
Yeah, J-Man. Yeah, J-Man. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like his decks too.
Yeah, thank you lots for that list, by the way. That was a super fun list to just jam for the last 2 tournaments.
Are you, so you're gonna try to like build your own decks more, or do you think you'll try to like find like wait for someone else to build a good deck and kind of tweak it? What's your style? Do you like to brew more, or do you are you thinking more of a tweaker, follower tweaker? There are two types of people. None of them are bad.
I'd like to brew a lot more, but my brews are of dubious value. But usually when I feel like I want to jam something competitive, I grab a list off of somewhere and maybe add in a little spice. That's a lot of fun to do in Penny Dreadful just because there's so much.
And it's super cheap. You know, it's like pick up so many different decks for like a dollar, less than a dollar. Yeah, that's the great part about this format.
Yeah, I've already got like ridiculous amounts of shells for decks set aside that I want to invest in later.
Yeah, this format you could like spend hours and hours just looking at cards, and you'll still never figure it out. Like even until the very end of season 6, we had new decks. Like Crazy Bale's like Esper Wave deck. I mean, it's just like a Blink deck, but it was a different look at a Blink deck. That was like the crazy part about it.
Yeah, I played versus one of the Esper wave lists that was in the tournament today, and I think there were a couple. And I've also played against Bant Wave, and they did feel pretty different to play against, just because the difference in the card choices so much because of what people are looking to do.
Yeah, it's so funny. We've had Parallax Wave like in and out of the season. Well, we had it in season 5, but it was just like overshadowed by different things. But this season was like the Parallax Wave season. I think that will go down as probably like the most, maybe the most iconic card because it was just used in so many different ways.
It definitely seemed like most decks that were playing white and creatures were also playing Parallax Wave just because it was too good not to play. So yeah.
Um. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like distracted. Because Scryfall is updated now. It's like I just want to brew now. Now I want to brew, but
Yeah.
I don't want to. We still got more show to do. Let's see. So yeah, what you mentioned, all the early drops. It's going to be a really fast season. I think another quick season, at least to start.
Yeah, don't we have Findhorn Elves and Elvish Mystic too?
Not Elvish Mystic, but the Finnorm Elves, yes, along with our fellows. That's going to be pretty good. I think
Yeah,
I think it asked a question. Someone asked a question about like what's a week 1 meta like, but I can pretty much answer that. It's pretty much gonna be all aggro decks. I would say that like red deck is no matter what. If there's a 2/1 for 1 mana, someone's gonna play a red deck somewhere. So that should always be in the back of your head. And I always like to look at like what people are talking about. Like people are talking about Rafellos a lot. People are talking about I guess like Smokestack. I was just one guy really talking about Smoke. You started talking about Tangible Virtue. I think that's a really good card. You know, it's just about like what your read is on people, and then like what you can do. So it's either you build against the people at what's gonna be what you think is gonna be popular, or you build a deck where you could just ignore all of that and just win on your own.
Yeah, I was considering being one of the people jamming aggro decks at the beginning of the season because I saw that Rage Forger was legal, and there are two interesting paths you can go with that card. Because it has the Shaman tribal element of it, where it puts +1/+1 counters on all shamans you control. But it also has the second ability, which is very Hellrider-like, if you can get creatures with +1/+1 counters on them. But there are a lot that get them incidentally. There's all of the Unleash dudes. There's a red 1-drop, 2-drop, and 3-drop that all have Unleash. There's a couple of Megamorph dudes. There's Bloodthirst dudes.
Yeah,
Renown dudes.
isn't there like the not as like a shaman or anything, but isn't the warrior guy like Bramblewood Paragon? Is that legal too?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, there's a lot of different routes you can go with this counter thing, and I didn't see this card. I think you pointed it out first. I was like, this could be pretty good. Like,
Yeah, because I had played another deck I played in Silver Black was Shaman's Aggro, which was red-green Shamans with Bosk Banneret and Rage Forger, which could just fart out an absolutely ridiculous amount of Shamans in a short amount of time and then attack for like 6 damage with just Rage Forger triggers. I don't think you can do quite that here, but I think there's still interesting things that can be done.
yeah, I mean, like you said, what's so it's just like Rakdos Cackler, There's I think you said Corehouse Chainwalker. That's one.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the 2-drop.
trying to think of other like things that give themselves counters.
Stormblood Berserker has Bloodthirst and is also just a very good rate.
Yeah, Stormblood Berserker. I think there's like Rigging Runner. I think from like Ixalan.
Yeah, I considered him, but I think I'm running the Goblin Glory Chaser that gets Renown and Menace instead.
Yeah, he's pretty good too. There's nothing wrong with playing an aggro deck. I just want to say I think it's like a really good choice anyways for like any like week 1 meta is to play an aggro deck.
Yeah, of course. I'm wondering what I can do with this deck once the meta's a little more developed, if I want to like tune it in a different way. Or I have 2 variants built, the Shaman one and the +1/+1 counters variant. Which one of them is going to be better? I also just want to run my own brew for the first tournament. That seems like it would be the funnest.
Yeah. There's a lot of pride that goes around too sometimes where it's just like, especially in week 1 where you want to put yourself out there. It's like if you win the season the first week, you're gonna get copied a lot, and that feels good sometimes. Are you gonna play this weekend? Saturday tournament, Sunday tournament?
I'm gonna try to, but that's a bit early for me, so I guess I'll set an alarm. Who knows?
Were you on the West Coast or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's like what, 10:30?
Yeah, like 10:30, and I have a super late sleep schedule, so.
Yeah. Are you like in college or?
Yeah, that's another thing that drew me to Penny Dreadful, is because I'm a college student and I have no money.
Well, I'm not a college student. I have a full-time job and I still have no money, so it's okay. It doesn't get any different, I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh yeah, it's just it makes it even more that this is just a really good format that's better than a lot of Wizards of the Coast formats or formats that are gaining traction right now, like Pauper. I don't like Pauper.
Yeah, it's not for me. I've tried it a couple times. It's okay, but just like sometimes for me it feels like a solve format, but I'm probably very ignorant to say that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's solved because things are still coming in, but it's definitely very coalesced, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of new archetypes in Pauper.
I also hate Tron. So.
Yeah.
I just hate Tron and like I hate Tron and Modern. I usually play Modern. Modern is like my really go-to format, but I hate playing Tron and Modern, and I don't like playing Tron and Pauper either. So it's like, why would I want to do this again? Tron's like one of the better decks, I think, right? I feel like it's one of the better.
Yeah, it's like one of the there's Delver, there's Tron, and then there's Kuldotha, Boros, I think, and Elves, and
I think, yeah. But one of the good things going on about Pauper is that there are like a ton of different decks, no matter what. So they've got that, but it's like they're all kind of the same. They're very like linear. The best decks to me are like linear aggro, I guess, because they're like so cheap. There's so many like cheap, low to the ground cards.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think. Oh, do you have any more shout outs? Anything else you want to say about season 6, season 7? Because apparently, I guess we're in season 7 now. I mean, my countdown's wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, because, well, I would really like to shout out everyone who's active in the Penny Dreadful Discord, because it's made it really easy for me to just jump into the format with all of the support and people discussing and games ready at any time. Basically, it's just been a lot of fun, even in the not the tournaments.
Yeah, I think community is like a big thing we try to focus on because like everyone's pretty cool. And I've met very like probably not any jerks at all.
Yeah,
no jerks.
Everyone's super welcoming, and everyone. Yeah, like when I came in and when everyone else has come in, there's been a lot of new people coming in lately, actually.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow. Baker usually makes a big post on Magic TCG. So like the last time we did that for like season 6, in Discord we had like over 100 new people join the Discord. It was actually ridiculous.
Jesus, and we did get a shout out on Saffron Olive's stream today too, because someone mentioned that Sphinx's tutelage was going to be legal.
Oh, did he? Oh man, I don't even know how to go with that. I've been trying to get MTG Goldfish for so long. I randomly want to write for them.
It would be awesome to have some like big website with Penny Dreadful articles, man.
I'm a big nobody though. No one really knows who I am. So
Yeah,
I gotta like figure it out. I only have like 300.
outside of here.
I only have 300 videos on YouTube. It's not a big deal. No, it's nothing at all. It's not a big deal. But anyways, but I'm gonna let you go. Any more shout outs you want to? Thank you for the kind words of the community. We try to do that.
Yeah, I would encourage anybody new who's watching this and considering getting into it, jump right in. You will have a blast, especially since everyone's going to be scrambling to figure out what to do in this next week, so you're not going to be alone.
Awesome. That's good words. Thank you, the Lone Sun. Really appreciate you talking to me. Giving us your perspective on Penny Dreadful and everything. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
Yeah, and
it.
thank you for bringing me on. It was a great talk.
Thank you. I hope to do this more. This is something new I'm trying, so we hope to do more of them. Alright. That was the Lone Sun. Good guy. And we're gonna... Man, Season 7's already started? I have more guests. I have more guests to talk to. I guess it's already... the countdown... Do I need to count down anymore? So Lazarus, do I need to count down anymore? I guess I'm not counting down anymore, right? My count's wrong. Or remove that. Counted to do such a disappointment. I know, because I don't even know how to count. That's the problem. Alright, so now I guess it's New Year's Day now, so we'll move on to the next guest. Let me set up the next guest real quick. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you again for the sub, Briar Moss, appreciate you. Thank you for the bits, Salazri, the 5 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you for your hard work as well. But let me set up the next guest, because I have 2 more guests. So give you one moment. Thanks for watching. Alright, my next guest joining me here is Crimson Mage. Been playing for a while. Actually, since season 5. He's had some really good brews, cool brews. I'm stealing from him. Crimson Mage, what's up? How you doing today?
Hey guys, hi J-Mecha. It's really nice to be here.
Alright, where are you from? Because you mentioned that English is not your first language. Well, where are you from?
Right, I'm from Brazil actually.
Brazil? Okay.
Yeah.
Google Anonymous, thank you guys. Thank you so much for subbing. Appreciate it. Brazil, what time is it right now?
Man, it's really late. It's 5 a.m. right now.
5 a.m.?
That's right.
You're awake right now. It's 5 a.m. Thank you for joining me here.
Sure, no problem. I woke up for it. I put up an alarm and
Man,
stuff.
that's dedication. That is super
I
dedication.
know, right?
I'm nothing special. Oh, Yelvan Blake, thank you so much for the sub. So when did you start Penny Dreadful? Was it season 5? I'm looking right here.
Yeah, it was season 5. It was like, I remember, my memory isn't that good, but I remember there being Dark Ritual and Necropotence. Was that the season?
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that was it then, season 5.
How'd you find us? How'd you get here? This crazy world.
So I used to play Pauper, and I just kind of saw on Gathering that there was this weird named format called Penny Dreadful, and I looked into it and found out it was actually a much better budget format than Pauper. And I kind of delved into it and found a Discord on a Baker T post, I think, on the main subreddit for Magic, and ended up here.
Yeah, like what's a good Pauper deck go for you? Like 60 tickets maybe, or 60, 70 tickets?
Yeah, that's about it. I actually made it for less. It kind of feels like it went up in price a bit lately, Pauper. I probably made my Delver Blue deck there for like 30 tickets.
Oh, yeah. Did you have Dazes? I think that was an expensive card, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's because I didn't get the Dazes or the Hydroblasts.
Yeah, those are the pricey ones. I hate Pauper for like increasing cards like that. Like Daze, really?
Yeah.
$9 for a Daze or whatever.
I know, right? That's so weird.
Oh, it's so stupid. So, but yeah, I think from what I remember you for the most is actually you played a lot of like Wildfire. So why do you like Wildfire so much?
Oh yeah, so like when I got in Penny Dreadful, I kind of wanted to play something I've never played before because I had like so many cards at my disposal, and I play Standard, and there's not a lot of different decks there. And I've always been intrigued by big red archetypes. I always wanted to play them, and I saw that they had this Wildfire clone in, what was the name of the card?
Burning a Zingy.
That's right. So I kind of went for it, and I really liked it. I like the archetype. And part of why I like Penny Dreadful actually is playing stuff that I've never played before and try it out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, a lot of people don't get to play these kind of cards, especially in paper. Like like the paper price is like absurd. First off, Burning a Zingy, although before From a Vault's Annihilation, it was a Portal through Crimson's card. It was $42 right now in real life.
Oh man, yeah, that's right.
But like From the Vault Annihilation, like killed that price. Now it's like $1, but still, like some of these like random cards you would never be able to play. Especially,
and they're so fun. I mean, I really like this one. For example, I could never have played with it otherwise.
Yeah, Wildfire is one of those like feels bad moments for one person. The other person loves it. Like,
I mean, come on, it's fair. It's a symmetrical effect. Come on, guys.
Symmetrical? Okay.
Yeah.
Not symmetrical. No. You always. And another deck I think you really championed a lot, which I actually like this deck a lot, is the Lich Artifacts deck, the Fire Actor Lich.
Oh yeah.
Deck. How'd you come about building that?
I mean, so I came across the Lich. And I remember that I tried to make something with Improvise back in at the start of Kaladesh or Rito Revolt, I don't remember. And there was this really sweet card, Tezzeret's Touch. And I kind of, hey, doesn't this go together maybe? So I kind of put them in together a deck and tried it out. Initially I put a lot of kind of good stuff, black cards, like Vampire Nighthawk and Desecration Demon to kind of round out the deck a bit. And I really liked it. It's a fun deck. It's kind of a pile. It's kind of a janky thing.
What isn't a pile? Like really, what isn't a pile?
Yeah.
But if it's a good pile, that is a deck.
Yeah, I really like it. I actually got some good results with it. So
yeah,
that's okay.
You did better than me. I tried it out and I changed it. I changed everything. And I was like, oh, I'm doing so bad. Why am I doing so bad?
Yeah, it is kind of bad. I mean, I got really lucky with this list.
No, I like the idea you had too, where it's like you you're saying how you just put a bunch of like good black cards, and I think it's a big thing is that when your plan A doesn't work, you need to have a plan B. And
Yeah, that's so true though. Yeah.
I think it's a really good like deck building kind of like philosophy. Is that you just have to have like multiple lines of attack, and I always say that to like new people
Yeah.
too.
But either you do plan A really well, really efficiently, or you really got to think about a plan B.
Yeah, because sometimes, especially I'm looking at your list right now, it's like you can just draw a bunch of Dark Steel Axes and Demir Signets and just nothing else.
Yeah, that's so true. And then you put a counter on a Dark Steel Axe and it gets bounced by Briar Moss's card,
God Missing. We're gonna keep talking about God Missing. Every time you talk about God Missing, his ears light up. It's
it's so fun.
He wakes up and he shakes like, "Ooh, someone's talking about God Missing."
And then he kind of convinced me that card is really cool.
Oh, don't tell him that. His ego will just inflate into it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So we're in season 7 right now. Apparently, I didn't know this, but the countdown was way off. What are you excited for in season 7? What's the card that you got going on?
Right, so I'm really excited for this season in particular because I plan to brew a lot this season, much more than I used to, because I kind of have a little more time on my hands, so I'll try a lot of different decks. Usually I don't have time or drive to try a lot of stuff, so I try one thing and try to perfect that. But this season, it's a pity. Some cards didn't make it that I was thinking would make it.
Oh,
but
yeah?
I'm really excited. Yeah, but it was jank, so it's fine. It's
really
gonna be jank.
What were you disappointed about? I'm curious.
I don't know, not that much, but there were some Rakdos dragons that were going to make it, and they actually did it, like Malfigor and the one that brings back something from the graveyard. I don't remember the name.
What, Bladewing the Risen?
Yeah,
that didn't make it? Oh no.
Yeah, they didn't make it, and they're like so splashy. I kind of want to make something out of them.
I thought that was I thought that was a lock. Actually, I was looking at it. I was like you. I was looking at dragons. I was like, this is gonna be a lock, and it's not. It's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? So I wanted to put them with Rakdos Pit Dragon or something. Rakdos Pit Dragon made it, so I'm kind of thinking of trying a Hellbent deck if there's enough payoffs. We got Lupine Prototype too.
Yeah,
so I was thinking of trying that.
One card I go Hellbent really quick is
what?
One with nothing. That's legal.
Yeah, you think I didn't think about that? do we even have it?
Yes, I'm serious.
We actually do. Oh my god!
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
One with nothing is legal. I've never seen this card played ever.
Hey, that might happen later in the season, maybe. So there's Joyer of the Gitu. I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced.
Probably.
It seems pretty interesting to me. We got Fury Charm to lower the time counters. I don't know. I'm thinking something on that vein.
I don't even know how to spell it. How do you spell Jory of Gitu?
That's a good question.
Right.
I'm really excited about what people have been floating around on goblins.
Oh wait, it says it's not. It says it's not legal. Jory of the Gitu.
It's not.
No, I guess it missed. I don't.
Oh, it missed. That's okay.
Well,
yeah, you're right. You're right. It's missed. Oh well.
Next idea. Next idea.
We're gonna get Gutter Snipe. That's one of my favorite cards from way back when I started first playing.
Oh yeah, Gutter Snipe is pretty good.
I was thinking something about that, something around that.
So you haven't really pieced together things, but you've had just ideas, small ideas.
Yeah, really vague ideas. I actually waited to take a look at the full list now before speculation too much. But yeah, I'll take a look now.
This is the thing that I talk about. We talk about in behind the scenes. It's like I'm very and people are gonna hate me to say this, but I'm very in the minority about spoilers in terms of I actually don't like spoilers a lot. I don't know, but what do you think? What do you think?
Man, it's kind of tough. I kind of can see your point really well because spoilers can kind of, how do I say it?
It kind of like ruins like the hype.
Yeah, it can really spoil literally something. It just sounds really fun to come in blind, but both in regular sets and in Penny Dreadful. In Penny Dreadful, you kind of gotta come in blind, right? Because there are so many cards,
Right.
and you really don't know. Like I was counting on a couple of cards, but they didn't made it in. That could easily happen. So you kind of look at the big list and try to make something out of it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the old man PD stuff. But back in my day,
Hmm.
before we used to do a 1 day rotation, where it was we
Right.
just looked at it for like a single day. We did the checker for a day, and then
Oh,
after the day,
man.
and when the day was up, that was it. And then
Oh,
like
wow,
you,
that's crazy.
and then you just got the list. So it was kind of, and there was no tracker. It was just the old or
No.
the original,
Oh, man, no.
yeah, the original creator, Binary Swordsman. Shout out to you if you're watching this. But he would just like run it and be like, "All right, check's over. Here we go. Here's the
Man,
list."
that's insane. That's insane.
That's what I was. And then like you looked at a list. It's a big text file because
Yeah.
things were not so sophisticated back then. But it was just
Yeah, Silasari posted it. It's
Yeah.
kind of, and back then you didn't have anything, right? I mean, Skyfall didn't have it yet.
We started integrating Scryfall. Scryfall came in around I think season 3. I can't remember. But we had magic decks, which is like about the same. But they were like
Right.
because they were talking to us on Reddit too. Basicer, who's on Reddit, he's a cool guy. But there were still people. There's still support for it. Scryfall is actually like, super awesome. By the way,
Oh, I love it.
yeah, if you want to support Scryfall, they have a Patreon. I'm in it for $1. They're pretty cool people.
Nice.
They're doing a lot of cool things over there. But yeah, now it's just like fast. Everything is
Yeah.
everything's fast and quick and information overload in a sense. So that's like I'm kind of like, like Christmas. Do you guys celebrate? Do you celebrate Christmas or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure.
You know that feeling when you were a child when you like ran down the steps
Yeah.
or whatever. You got to the Christmas tree and started opening presents.
Yeah, 100%. I
Yeah.
totally get that.
That's what I like. But now it's just like you're getting a present like every hour. Like here's a present
Yeah.
every hour, and now it's like wow,
I
I have a
I can
thousand.
see that.
I have 1,000 presents, but I have no time to play with all of them.
Yeah, and you kind of mix and match them and make a better present. It's called the deck.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. Anything else you're excited for? Anything you're afraid of? Are you afraid of anything? Anything
Oh
scary?
man. I mean the Boogeymans. I really got wrecked by last season where Parallax Wave and the heroic decks.
But those are
If anything like that happens, I'm like, oh my god.
well. Parallax Wave is way gone, so that's
Yeah.
something you don't have to worry about.
Thank goodness.
They-
I also wouldn't love if there was something like Dark Ritual into Necropotence, But besides that, I haven't seen enough to be afraid of anything specifically yet, I think.
Yeah, like Hero kind of like comes and goes. Like
Yeah,
I don't know how
that's true.
I don't know how good it'll be right now. Favorite Hoplite is still legal. I don't think I'm not sure what.
Oh, I didn't think it was, because
Yeah.
it was kind of heavily played, right?
Yeah, but I mean it's only just here. Let's see. Trailblazer's not legal. I'll tell you that. So that's one drop that they're missing.
Yeah, that's true.
I think some other things on price. I'm just checking it right now. Seeker of the Way. Let's see. That's too many Seekers. Seeker of the Way is still legal. Phalanx Slayer is still legal. Wow, there's a lot of heroic stuff.
Yeah, there actually is. There might be a White Weenie deck in some form.
Yeah. I mean, there's always White Weenie too. I think Soldier of the Pantheon's still legal. Silverblade Paladin's a new one. Have you looking about Silverblade Paladin has a partner or whatever? I can't remember
the tools are there. Looks like so.
Soulbond.
Might keep going.
Soulbond.
Soulbond.
Yeah, if you Soulbond the guy, they both have double strike, which is I used to play that card a lot.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a 2/2 for 3, 1 and double white, and it's Soulbond. And if 2 creatures are paired, then they both have double strike. So you go like 1 drop,
Alright.
2 drop, then Silver Blade, and you have like a big guy.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
It might actually, we might actually see it at the start too, because aggro decks tend to come out at the start, right?
Yeah. So what camp are you in? Are you gonna play an aggro deck, or are you gonna try to beat the aggro decks, or what are you gonna try to do?
Right, I'm the kind of guy who likes to see an interesting card, like a specific unique card, and try to build around it, or a specific synergy or something. So I look for interesting things and try to make something efficient with a shell, create a shell for something, you know.
Yeah. I
Um,
think it's a really
yeah,
good way to approach it, honestly. Just like trying to find that one card that really appeals to you, because you'll work a lot harder if you like the
yeah.
card.
But this season, I will take a better look at other people's lists and try to make something out of them, like a little improvement, maybe, you know.
Are you gonna play this weekend?
And there's a tourney tomorrow, right?
Saturday. I know it's like in
Oh, yeah,
2 days.
Saturday.
In 2 days, yeah. It's like
Right.
2 days from now.
Yeah, I'll definitely play. I'll whip something up and try to play it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm actually gonna play. I never play in the first tournament of the season. I always play like the second or third, because
Right.
I never get to. But now I am. So
Is it because you spend the time brewing, getting ready for it?
it's just mostly my life. I don't know. Life gets in the way, you know.
Right,
But
right.
I actually requested Saturday off, and I got Saturday off.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's actually stupid that I'm requesting days off for a Magic Online program.
No way, man. That's a sign of a true format right there.
So do you play a lot of paper Magic in Brazil? I know the scene there is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I do actually. I play standard mostly, and my deck just got banned. But yeah, we're hanging in there.
Were you playing red deck?
Yeah.
Rainbow Red. Do you think that needed a banning?
I mean, I can see their point. I think they overbanned it. Like, I think 2 cards were a little much. I think just the Dino and something else that's not the Remnant Ruins would be like perfect. It wouldn't be oppressive, but I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the dinosaur. I'm not sure. Like, the dinosaur was like both of them. Like, I could see like both of them being like inevitability. Like, I didn't really read the banning announcement, but the inevitability of it was like, especially with the Ferocidons, like, well, I can't play a creature to block this.
Yeah,
I can't actually.
It's got a lot of text too.
Yeah.
It just
the land is ridiculous.
It is the first card.
I think, like you, I think the land banning is almost kind of ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that like I see someone in chat is saying it. It's not really that. That's true.
Yeah,
but
it needs to be rethinked.
The land was really the soul of it, so it's pretty sad.
Yeah. What about the energy banning? How do you feel about that?
I mean, that was needed. The problem really is that I don't know if you saw, but they had the numbers for it, and it makes sense, you know. And the problem is the community doesn't have the numbers since the recent changes about statistics. So we're kind of in the dark, and it would be useful to have the feedback of the community about the deck earlier. You know, if we had more information, we could pressure on one or the other. But the Wizards keeps concealing it, so we just hear about it after. But yeah, energy seems like it warranted it, I think.
Yeah, between like the GPs and like Star City game events, there was just energy everywhere. You could tell that was the best deck.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the best deck, it was just the most played deck because like people thought it was the best deck. Which probably, I mean, it was the best deck. I gotta lie.
Like, I mean, they also justified the Remnant Red banning because of it, because it did really well against everything not energy. The problem is that's because the energy, the things that were energy Remnant were made to beat energy, right? So they didn't think of Remnant that much because it wasn't played that much. But anyway, they banned the things anyway.
Do you think that PD will ever need bannings? What do you think about bannings in PD?
Like, I don't know. An older player like you would have a better perspective on it, because I understand there were a lot of more oppressive cards back then, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, did you think that, like, so you started in season 5 Necro? Did you think like Necro need to be banned? Do you think it was like
Yeah,
too? You thought that?
like I did think that. I did think that it might get banned. Like one of the pieces, right? I mean, there was Dark Ritual and Necropotence, but I think it kind of evened out later on the season. I don't really remember that well, but it was pretty dominant. But I felt, I don't know, I kind of liked that it wasn't banned. It just happened, and now it's gone. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what the format's really about. It's like, if that gets too popular, it gets to
Right.
leave. Like this season, like you said earlier, Parallax Wave decks were like all over the place, and now they're gone.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it's gone like uh, with the rotation, and I understand the echoes of the price spike usually go for a while, right? I mean, next season it might not be legal either.
6 cents. It's 6 cents right now, Parallax Wave.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like Sledger's saying that we had discussed it, but I don't know. We have to trust the season. We have to
Yeah.
trust that either A, people will figure it out and they actually like figure out answers, or B, we just write up the season and then next season we
Indeed.
just do something else.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a tough call when something happens that the format organizers gotta choose. You know.
I mean, we got close in season 3. I think to my opinion was the worst because
Hmm.
red deck was everywhere. It was such a good deck, and like trying to Burning Rage was like
Oh,
so
that was
nuts.
legal.
Yeah, it was so good. It
Oh
was like
man.
if you could deal with because they had all the creatures that basically were in last season 6's red deck. So you had
Right.
like Cackler, Ash Zealot, Chandra
Yeah.
Phoenix, and then if you dealt with all that, well, they just played this like Shrine of Burning Rage, and then
Yeah.
you just died by that.
Yeah, that's the inevitability, right? That got Ramonap banned, for example.
Yeah, that caused like the first buyout of like the public
Oh.
buyout of Shrine of Burning. People were literally like posting pictures of like, hey, I've got like 80 Shrine of Burning Rages.
That's hilarious,
And I'm like, oh,
actually.
you have 80, I have 100. Like, awesome. Why are we? But
Oh man, yeah, I never want to see this again, so I'm buying it.
yeah, actually, it got picked up in modern. Someone like almost, I think like
Oh,
someone actually like picked up, or they're playing in modern bird. They like top 8 of the GP or won a GP or something like that.
right.
But I don't think we'll ever see it again. I think it's not like 4 cents, so I don't think we're ever gonna see it again.
Yeah,
But
that's actually an interesting card.
yeah, it's a good card, but I mean, that was probably the closest card we ever went to banning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. So, do you have any final words? Do you want to say anything about season 7 or PD in general? Do you want any shout outs, anything like that?
Let's see.
I know
The
it's late.
community is really important, so I kind of want to a shout out to everyone because this format is great. Really, it's a lot of fun. The community is really welcoming. The organizers, Baker T, Silasari, everyone does such a good job. We got great resources. We got everything we need to be really big, you know. So that's commendable.
Thanks for follow, Scared Sweet. Yeah, I mean,
Right,
that's true.
and you too, J Mac. Your content is super important too.
It's all right. It's just okay. You're only the best when
It's great.
you're only the best when you're the only one doing it. So like I'm a one of one. No, there
No,
are other people. No, to be honest, with you, there's other people doing it. If you don't, I know you don't. No one speaks Japanese, but Jaken5630 has been making.
yeah,
He's been making some sick content. It's been so awesome to watch.
that's true.
Jaken,
I've seen those videos.
Jaken's doing great. Mr. Sad made that one video that has way more views than any video that I have.
No, but even considering the magic in general, I think you're a really good content creator. So keep at it.
Yeah, season 7 is gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna try to be a little more competitive this time. I usually like fool around in the tournaments, but I'm about to dominate. Did I win the league? By the way, did I win? Did I win the league?
That's awesome.
Let me see if I
spike it up in the tournaments.
Yeah, I want to try to like just win more. I mean, I took a dip. Like I don't know, it's a stupid stat, but I think I
What?
top 8'd like 12 tournaments in a row with like almost all
Oh,
different decks. But
oh, nice.
fooling around is fun
That's cool.
too. But yes, fooling around is also fun. I think the
For
league's not
sure.
over for another hour. Let's see. Am I still in the lead? I am still in the lead by 2 points. Okay. But yeah, I think season 7's gonna be great. I'm gonna be excited to see what you're gonna build up season 7 with your newfound
Yeah.
with your newfound focus and determination to find the best deck. I know you're gonna do
Yeah.
I know you're gonna make a great deck. I like your decks. I like your ideas. I think your
Oh,
ideas
thank
are
you so
pretty
much.
you guys are pretty good, so I would see what you're gonna bring next.
I hope not to disappoint then.
Yeah. Nah, you'll be fine. I know you'll do well. But thank you, Crimson Mage. Thanks for joining me tonight. I know it's late.
Absolutely.
I know it's
Thank you
late
so
for
much
you.
for
Please
having
go to
me.
sleep. Please go to
Oh, oh
sleep.
yeah, I'll definitely do that right now.
All right. Thanks so much,
Have a
man.
good one, guys.
Thanks.
Bye bye then.
All right. That was Crimson Mage, all the way from Brazil. Thank you so much. 5 a.m. He was up at 5 a.m. to do this. You guys are nuts. All right. Got one more guest to join. I'm gonna take a short break before I do this. So, final guest, hold on a second. I need to stretch a little bit. So. Oh my god. Oh man, I've been sitting here for like an hour and a half. I've just like been knocking these out. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please follow. Thank you all for the subs and the new follows. We really appreciate it. But I'm gonna just take a small break and we're gonna set up the next guest. We'll take like a 2-minute break for myself and then we're gonna set up the next guest. So just hang out 1 second. Thanks for watching. Great burp. I think Trevor heard that. I don't know. Next guest, my man Trevor, 3639. Trevor, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Wait, no one can hear you. Not good. Wait, yeah, people can hear you. Awesome. Trevor, 3639, how you
Okay.
doing?
Good. How's it going?
Well, I haven't seen you in a while. I know, for those of you who don't know Trevor, he came out, I think the first deck I remember you playing was in season 5. You had the most broken Necro deck I had seen. I was like,
Uh, yeah, that wasn't, I think, the first popular deck I made. That the first one was Boom Pile. I claim responsibility for that buyout, really.
alright,
Uh,
tell me about your boom pile experiences.
um, well, I was looking for Wrath effects on Scryfall, and I stumbled across Boom Pile, and was like, yeah, it's probably just a better Never Nulls disc 75% of the time, so
Only
let's
50%.
try it out.
Only 50% of the time it was good. 75% of the time, though. How many flips did you lose before you wanted to flip your own table?
Um, I I definitely lost a lot of important matches to boom pile flips, but I won many more that I would have had no chance in if it wasn't for boom pile.
True. But no, I do remember that like crazy combo deck that you built for like season
Oh yeah,
5.
yeah, the Vault Scourge Faith of the Voted finisher for the
Or
Necro
Scourge
deck.
Scourge Familiar, I
Oh yeah,
think.
Scourge
Yeah.
Familiar, you're right.
That when you started Penny Dreadful in season 5? I don't remember actually.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really remember either at this point. Um,
Do you remember how you started Penny Dreadful, or just in general, or?
yeah, I was looking. I saw a Reddit post on Magic TCG and checked it out and saw that there was, I think, FOF and Treasure Cruise at the time. I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah, I think like the format really caters to like the red mages or the blue mages sometimes, especially with those two decks. But one of those cards is back, Treasure Cruise. Are you excited about Treasure Cruise?
Yeah, I am. Though I was so sad when both FOF and Dig missed it. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fuel the cruise this time around. It's just nothing to replace FOF that I can see.
Yeah, they're I don't know actually. I haven't like. Oh, you started in season 3. That's what it says. You started in season 3. You played a blue white control deck with Factor Fiction, and you went own
Yeah.
and you went own 2.
Yeah,
15
that sounds
islands.
about right.
15 islands, 4 planes. Oh, it's 12 Necro combo. I remember this deck. I remember this is the first deck. I remember this was the first tournament, I think, or something like that. And you just came out with this. I was like, oh my god, we have to ban some cards. I was just like,
Yeah, there was so many calls for bans.
it's just
If
like,
I hadn't been so awful at piloting a couple times, I feel like that might have been banned. But
um,
I punted the finals match to just getting super greedy, and then I did like the same thing the next week. So I don't know.
I was like, there's no way this 4 spellbook deck is gonna be any good. And I saw you play. I was like, oh my god, it's actually amazing.
Yeah, I definitely liked the spellbook meme. It was just so good to turn one ritual off a spellbook, ritual off a necro, and then fill up to like 13 cards. That was most of the turn 2 wins.
Yeah, that was a different time. That was like, I don't know if that was like more broken than season 3 with Storm. I can't tell you really.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I
Yeah,
think I played against that storm deck like once, but
it was very not popular because of, for some reason, everyone just wanted to play red. But it
yeah,
was it was probably like the second best deck because its worst matchup was red, which was like a 50-50 matchup in my opinion. So if they didn't kill you on turn 4 or play a spell shock, then pretty much won the game.
yeah, sounds about right.
So season 7, I guess that we're here now. I was lied to. I thought it was an hour later. Well, what are you excited for? What are you looking at? I know you. I know you got something.
I've checked out a lot of stuff. If you go to MTG Goldfish decks, user submitted decks, and Penny Dreadful, like I think half of those are mine.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying everything from Mono Blue Aggro to Reanimator. The Reanimator decks, I think the most powerful thing to be on turn 1 or tournament 1. So bring your Sentinel totems, everyone.
What do you? So how many like different reanimated effects do you have right now?
One, I should probably just delete because it was the In Case Dark Ritual is available deck, but the PDS7 Reanimator on that
Are you
page is
T
my favorite
Gower
deck.
or?
Yeah, I'm T-Gower.
Man, you got a lot of decks already. You came
It's
prepared for this. You're prepared for this
yeah,
interview.
I've been busy. Been busy this
Oh.
week.
Life, Death, Animate Dead, and Soul Exchange, all legal.
Yeah, there's a really scary amount of turn 2 Eldrazi coming from this build.
Do you think
It's
Eldrazi is
kind
like
of
the best thing you could be doing?
Yeah, Annihilator locking someone on turn 2 is just so much better than I think anything else, and oh, I haven't checked now that Scryfall's working for sure, so I could be wrong, but they definitely seemed like the best at the time. The Annihilator locks coming in early are just a concession.
Oh, you have Bane of Balagad and Artisan. Bane of Balagad, the kind of Annihilator, sort of Annihilator.
Yeah, it's does the same thing. It kills their lands or whatever they're doing early.
So you have like Putrid Imp, Air Falconwrath, and Pale Red or Trostad to discard, and then you just bring
Uh,
them all back.
yeah, the cry. I swapped out in this. The Vampiric Link is actually supposed to be a Cry of Contrition. I'll go ahead and edit that now, which is another way to enable the turn 2 reanimate. Um,
Which one? You have two to. Oh, you have Dark Ritual when it was legal. You're just kind of like fielding it, right?
yeah, I was fleshing out what I thought it would look like with that because it was looking really good there for a while, but
Well, to be fair, anything you jam Dark Ritual in would be good.
yeah, I was meaning it was looking good for a Dark Ritual to make it, but it just got taken out.
Yeah, it looks like wow,
Um,
you built a lot of cards. How about this Rafello's list? I'm gonna look at your Rafello's list right now. What do you? I,
it's not the best. I'll
you
be
got a
honest.
you got a bunch of guys here that cost green. That's a good start.
Yeah.
Although Fedor Elves is actually really good. We haven't had a like 1 mana green elf since like I think season 3. So that's big. That's a big
Yeah.
deal.
I'd be surprised if I'm not going overboard with the full 12, but I think 10's probably the right number. The two elves of Deep Shadow aren't as good. Wolfadero Silverheart into Overwhelming Stampede is just nuts, but other than that, I'm not in love with my Raphaelis build, and I've seen some that have been better. Uh, I've been Sandworm Convergence has been huge. Verdant Sun's avatar seems just unbeatable for, in everything but the mirror.
I think my only problem with this like deck, just not the build, but this deck in general, is that we don't have like harmonize or any sort of like card drawing when you're kind of just like
Yeah, Zendikar Resurgence snuck in if
Oh yeah,
you're willing to play for the late game, but yeah, it's not the best option.
no, it does actually.
It's 7 mana enchantment. Your lands tap for double, and whenever you cast a creature spell, you draw a card.
Okay. What about isn't there a card that does this kind of the same thing, like Primordial Sage? Is that legal?
Yeah. There's a Duskwatch Recruiter in the deck, which does
Oh,
draw you a bunch of creatures. So
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a good mana sink. Like when you have all the mana, you need some sort of mana sinks. That's a good
yeah, I've
call.
been thinking Duskwatch Recruiter is probably the second best card in the deck behind Rafellos. It just feels great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like when it flips somehow, you get to reduce your spells. Is that? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
actually
never
not
want it to
legal.
flip, it feels
It's
like.
not legal. It says it's not legal here.
Duskwatch?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's out.
Maybe that's from a wrong control F. Ah, sad day.
Bad days. I know.
Alright, there's gonna have to be some reconfiguring.
It got me excited. I was excited actually. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
me
god, that's
too,
going
man.
shooter.
I was surprised too, but oh well.
What else we
It's
got here?
optics now.
Yeah, like what do you think like the week 1 meta is going to be like? What are you afraid of?
I I think Reanimator's the most powerful deck. I don't know how many people will be on it week 1. There's always going to be a mono red aggro deck that you need to come prepared for, and someone will probably try either go wide with a quarter paladin, which seems powerful, or try to rebuild heroic. Um, Someone's definitely going to bring some a bunch of counter spells, maybe a couple of wraths. But yeah, I'd make sure you're packing your Sentinel totems. That the Reanimator's the scariest one to me.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot about like life, death, and soul exchange. I think I kind of knew, but the the first one's actually mentioned reanimator to me, and I was like, oh, I never thought about that. More about what targets you're going to get. I think that's going to be like the key for that kind of match. Is like, am I just gonna get big Eldrazi, or am I gonna get some like things I just really can't cast?
Yeah, I like the big Eldrazi. It's also neat with the Lake of the Deads in the deck, which I need to also put in my MTG Goldfish
Oh
version,
yeah,
which
oh
I
yeah,
don't
Lake
think
is
they make
legal.
it in.
Lake is legal.
Yeah, turn 4 Bane of Balaget is kind of a thing, and
Yeah.
eventually casting Artisan reanimates something through a counterspell, which is important for the control matchup.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I never thought of. Completely forgot about Lake of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty real for casting these big dumb guys that cost a bunch of colorless. Whereas a lot of the Mind Leech Master, other things I was considering that are a little more resilient to the terrors that might be flying around, you can't really cast them in this
Yeah.
build at least.
I'm actually becoming more sold on your idea of Eldrazi now that I realize Lake of the Dead is legal. I like it. I like it. Good idea. Hmm. Thinking now just my brains are turning. Because I have my own ideas. I'm not really sure where to go with it. I'll probably start brewing a little bit on stream. I'm not really sure. I'm actually. I mean, I'll just say it. I've actually been looking at Mindcrank. Mindcrank is actually legal right now. The Mindcrank Duskmantle Guildmage is actually legal. And I think it could be really good.
Awesome. Anything else you're excited for this season?
Like personally, I like Dragonstorm was my very first deck in Penny Dreadful, like all the way in season one, old main status. But we don't have Begonian Hellkite, so that's got to be relooked at. I do want to try it. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'll have to look at that again. But
I think Orcish Lumberjack is in. You might want to look into that. It's a lot of mana.
yeah, I really is it legal? Mortgage Lumberjack? Let's see. I'm actually not worried about like making mana. Oh, it is legal. I'm actually not super worried about making mana. I'm more worried about what am I gonna get with Dragonstorm that will win the game.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put together a pile. It took a lot of dragons the last or one of the seasons I
But
tried it. But yeah, good luck.
yeah, Bogard Hellkite was like easy mode. It was just like super easy mode when the deck was pretty good. And that deck also had Dark Ritual, so that made the deck even better. You had like I think I had like a turn. I had a theoretical turn 2, but I think the fastest I went was like turn 4 Dragonstorm.
Okay.
But that's what Dark Ritual, because Dark Ritual's nuts. But we've established that. I think we established several things in this kind of like talk show, 2 hours. Gone Missing, Brian Russell's Gone Missing. Dark Ritual is really nuts, and I think that's it. Really, I don't know. And people love PD. We all love PD.
All pretty accurate.
Yeah, Dark Ritual is nuts. I don't play Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual is legal though, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's no dark ritual, but yeah.
It's okay. It does an okay job. The threshold part is kind of hard to get to, but we'll see. So what else are you excited about? What else we got in the brew? I know you. I think what I've seen you've like taken one list and just like trying to take it as far as you can. Is that really accurate of you, or do you like to try out a lot of different things?
Um, it, the Necro season, I feel like I definitely just settled on Necro and tried to push it because it just felt so much better than anything else I could try doing because the cards were just busted. And I really enjoyed playing with Boom Pile, so I just kind of stuck with that. But I'm hoping to branch out a little more this season. I've been brewing a bunch of different strategies, but if it seems like there's probably a clear best deck, I'll probably be on that or tuning a control deck for the meta. One of the two.
You would call yourself more like a spike, where you're just trying to find like the winning deck and just like jam it.
Yeah, I also really enjoy putting my own twist or mark on the decks I play. So I'll I'll play something that I think is good that I also feel I have some amount of customization with.
Are you more of like a control guy or aggro guy, mid range guy?
I just love drawing cards, so control, I'd say. But combo works too if it lets me draw a bunch of cards.
So you're just on the draw cards guy.
Yeah, that's it.
God, we missed dig through time. That was a sad miss.
Yeah, dude, dig through time and FOF. I woke up that morning, was so sad. I posted in Discord about it like 3 times.
I don't know what we would have done with dig through time. I think just like dig through time on its own, man, that would enable so many like random things.
Yeah, it would be a different season, but there's always hope for next season. It's a still pretty cheap card.
I
Not
was
legal anywhere else.
I true. Was it legal vintage? I don't even know what it's
Yeah,
banned
it's
in.
restricted in vintage.
Okay.
So
Jeez, one of these days.
can boom pile. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry so much. I feel like that'll get bought out by people if it looks too
Oh.
close to coming in.
I love this. Like
Just community
standard.
ban.
I'm looking at digger time. Standard, not legal. Modern, banned. Legacy, banned.
Yeah.
Vintage, restricted. 101 commander, banned. Dual commander, banned. Hopper, Penny Dreadful, not legal. Frontier, legal. Like go play Frontier. How about that? How about you play Frontier?
You can flashback your dig through times with torrential gearhooks and Frontier, which is probably the best advertisement I could give for the format.
Have you ever played Frontier?
No, but I really want to flashback your dig through time with the torrential gearhook.
I think one of my longtime watchers, Ironblood, he was talking about that same kind of deck, like Grixis, Torrential Gearhook will just dig through times.
Yeah,
like
it sounds fun, but I can't spend that much money on chases for a format that sees no real support.
The diehards though of Frontier are like super diehards. Have you ever read like they have like a Reddit like MTG Frontier, and they're actually been on the Spikes Reddit a lot too. Like they'll just like talk as if everyone knows what Frontier is. Well, everyone kind of knows, but then they're very, I don't know. They live in their own kind of shell, like we do, weird ways. They're a very strange community.
Yeah, it's a neat idea for sure.
They also hate MTGO. Well, from what I understand, they hate MTGO, and they just love like there's other like free Magic programs like Cockatrice and like Untap.in. That's like another one. That's what they all play on. They have like these leagues and stuff.
Yeah. I really love Penny Dreadful just because it lets me brew all the time and not worry about wasting money. That's my problem with Frontier. I can't spend that much money on those cards to mess around with them.
For any format, really. I mean, like a lot of formats are just pretty expensive to get into. Modern, like you gotta kind of have a bankroll to start Modern and things like that. Standard always changes, so once you have that awesome deck, 3 months later, it's might be gone. I don't know, or it might change at all, or they'll just ban it. Like. Or they'll just ban it if it got super awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like not having a ban list, though. The community will enact it in a certain sense.
I don't know. Do you think we'll ever need a ban? I mean, you've lived through the Necro year time.
No, it's not real bans, but the community has enough power over the legal list by if cards get too popular or people just really don't like playing against them, they'll tend to not be legal very often.
Or like you said, the deck is so popular that they just get priced out.
Yeah, people will either buy it out with intents to market manipulate or buy it out because they are playing it so much.
Funny, it's like we don't actually really know if the buyouts actually are really, they kind of move, but it's like who knows? Who knows if they actually are just moving? Who knows if we're actually affecting it? But it kind of works. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I always wonder. Like, it's an interesting feature of the format that like you never know how much it was sculpted to by both us and on accident and on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a ton of market manipulation, but you just have no idea really.
Like I can only tell you about one card that I've personally have priced out just because of the popularity was Lava Dart. Like I found this card in like season 2, and I was playing it in my Burning Vengeance deck, and I thought the card was awesome. I was just like raving about it. And by the end of the season, I had a couple of people playing it, mostly Stash actually. Stash just like played all my decks. I was like, hey, play this. Like, okay. He's like, okay, I'll do it. And then and then I looked at the next season, and the card was 6 cents. I'm like, how did it become 6 cents? It's just me and another guy playing this deck. How did I push this to 6 cents? And I didn't understand. So like,
yeah, I don't know.
I think like I don't know how
Maybe
I don't know.
Seth
I'm just
play in some random thing in maybe Seth wrote an article.
yeah. Maybe it just got really popular in like Popper or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't condone buyouts, by the
Crazy
way.
format.
Salazar has told me she has told me to not. We do not condone buyouts. We don't do that.
Alright.
But the thought of it is very interesting. I will say that because I never know. I never know if it works out or not. But don't do it. If you're watching this video, don't do it. Just say no to buyouts. So, maybe shout out to any final words you want to mention. You want to talk about? I feel like you've got a good handle of like what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm still certainly testing a bunch. I don't even know what I'll bring to the tournament, but
Are
it'll
you
be a pretty good time.
are you gonna play this weekend?
I'm gonna try to. I'm not quite sure what the schedule's like, but I'll be there if I can.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the reanimator. I think it's a deck to watch out for. Actually, under the radar because I didn't think of it. So, but that's
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I probably should have just not said anything.
yeah, I know.
But oh well, I'll find something.
Yeah, I
else.
mean, but even still, it's like you know, like I've told people all the time, like oh, like I'm gonna do this, and people still can't react to it. So you know, there's so many things to like watch out for in this format. Sometimes is that you can't cover all your bases, which is kind of the beauty of it. Sometimes you find the deck for that week, and then just kind of spike a tournament. That's pretty awesome.
Yep. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to you. I think you're on the right track, and I think you're gonna shake some stuff up here.
Right.
I'm looking forward to what
See
you're
you
building.
around.
All right, see you, Trevor. Thank you so much for joining me.
Mhm.
That was Trevor. But fun. That was my last guest of the night. Unless anyone else wants to randomly talk, we'll just talk to everybody. Everything is updated now. Let's see. I have 9 minutes till my league. Let me see if I'm still winning that. Did you? I don't know. I'm actually done talking. We've been talking for a while. I kind of want to brew now. I had like 4. So basically the plan was that I would just talk to 4 people up until the countdown, up until the rotation time. Then I would start brewing. But then like it started an hour earlier, which I didn't realize that. So maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just like all wrong. I just want to see real quick. I am still. I have to play a match really quickly. Up, still up there. Good. Army Ants is legal. So they had to contact. No, nothing's wrong with the league. I just have like 9 minutes to win it. I guess I'm gonna watch a match while I'm thinking of something. I actually am thinking about Mindcrank. I want to build Mindcrank first. Hey, J. Gabriel. What's up? Better hope he's not winning. I don't think he's even playing. I don't think anyone's playing Season 6 anymore. We're at Season 7. Yeah, we're already at Season 7. Oh, I have to delete all my decks. Okay, well... I had to do that first. We have to do the purging. Not much. I'm at work, so I can't even continue watching. That's okay. You can watch the VOD later. I want to thank all my guests, by the way. Briar Moss, The Lone Sun, Crimson Mage, and Trevor3693. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. That was really fun. We had a good time. That's just like the after part of the stream. Just gonna hang out. Chill out for a second. I'm gonna drink more soda. I'm gonna retire all my decks. We're gonna say bye to my Season 6 decks. Season 6 decks. Aristocrats, thank you so much. Say a special goodbye. Oh, thank you. Cutthroat, bye. Bye, Cutthroat. Goodbye, Cutthroat. Brewside for smoke sack legal, yes. Wait, not that folder. Documents. It's in documents. Alright, goodbye. Slash is going nuts over there. Why aren't you a mod? You should be a mod. Alright. So you know my whip deck? Yes, I do know it. Goodbye, Eldrazi. This deck was so fun, by the way. This deck beat the crap out of Heroic. That was the funniest deck tech. Where I was just playing a blinding drone. I can probably still play this deck. Most of this deck has to be legal. I'll look at it later. He is a mod. I just modded her. It's the only one that gives me money. Thanks for doing the show. No, thanks for listening. It was fun. Oh, Hypergenesis. I'm gonna miss you. I broke the crap out of this deck. This is my Hypergenesis. There's two builds. The Hypergenesis, Stuffy Doll. I like Stuffy Doll Volcano Hillian. I like that idea. Oh, I'm gonna miss that deck the most. Hyper Wave. Back Alley G got the last tournament win. Yeah, Back Alley G. You did it. You did it, buddy. I screwed up. If anyone watched my last VOD on YouTube, I screwed up so bad. I forgot to put Hypergenesis in my Hypergenesis deck. That was really sick. Mono Blue Morph. I love this deck too. Shapeshifter is not legal. Bad day. Bloodstoke Champion's legal? Jeez. Yeah, 250 damage is pretty good. I like that idea, your hero. I'm gonna keep the Swarm deck around. I think that most is still legal, so I'll just play my first like go-to deck. Probably work on that. Now we wipe! We wipe. But I love playing Swarm Intelligence. I know Swarm is still legal. A lot of these cards are still kind of legal, I think. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright. You need to be on my base list. Just, if you put in like a screenshot, just like you can link it on here, and I'll look at it. I win. I don't know about you guys, but I always pick the right deck box here. I always want to like put a deck box in here. Like, I feel like a blue deck. Oh, I want like a Jace or something. I don't know about you guys. I always have to have the right deck box. It's so arbitrary. but I have to have the right deck box. I have to have the right deck box. I think Cyber C's good at playing with Minecraft deck. Well, there's a card. Actually, that's a good question, Lone Sun. But there's actually a card that you really want. I'm gonna give you all the secrets right now. It's this card, Demir Infiltrator. The secret to the whole deck is Demir Infiltrator. It's the secret to the entire deck, trust me. You know why? Because it finds all the stuff. It finds everything. It finds Mindcrank. It finds Suspended Guildmage. It finds removal. It finds probably a counterspell, Piranha Marsh. It slices and dices and searches for 2 CMC. Yeah, definitely shoves some stuffy dolls in there too. The better card or the fun card? You can play both. You could play both, really. It's Pearl. So, like, I always have, like, ways to, like, play this. I'm gonna turn this down. The problem is, like, how to put cards in people's graveyards. I'm thinking a mill card. I gotta find, like, a 2-mana mill card or something. Or, like, Dream Twist or something. Because I gotta kill him on turn 4, right? That's the ideal thing, right? Turn 2 this, turn 3 this, then turn 4 activate, Dream Twist them, I guess. It has to be a 1 mana. I think like Dream Twist is probably good. I want my deck to be like really cheap. Refresh our stream was way behind. You can go with a discard card too. Yeah, you could. Because, like, I will play discard spells. Like, I'll play, like, Lay Bare the Heart. It's also 2... It's also 2 mana, so... The problem is that, like I said, the sequence is, like, turn 2 Mindcrank, turn 3 this guy, turn 4 activate, do something. The rest isn't legal, sadly. Mind Shatter is to be okay. Mind Shatter legal? Oh no. That card. Run the blue back card. Oh yeah, the Mirror Charm. That's a pretty good card, actually. See if it's legal. No, the Mirror Charm's pretty good too. It's actually a removal spell. It's not legal though. It's not legal, Forgetty. It's not legal. It's not actually legal. But we'll try again. Shriekhorn? Well, Shriekhorn's not bad. Shriekhorn is legal. I want to play this card. Actually, I want to play this card. I did it. I did it. I broke it. I want to play this card. I want to play Lore Broker. I can tutor for it. And then we each have to do it. We have to do it. I can tutor for it. Is there a better version of that card? At 2 mana, I don't know. I'm only looking at 2 mana spells right now, because I have the Infiltrator. I can play Scepter of Fugue. That's actually not a bad card. Actually, I probably should play Scepter of Fugue. The problem is that, like, with all the discard, is like, eventually they might not have any cards left. I like milling a little more, so I like Shriekhorn a lot too. There's also the problem of like playing a bunch of do-nothings. Oh, the Cephalid choose target player. It's like a 3 mana thing though. We'll put a Lore Broker in. Some Lore Brokers. I'm just throwing ideas in here. Mind Grind is legal? Oh, jeez. Karate Pond, who are you on Discord? I always forget. You're always on my, like, draft streams. Who are you, Karate Pond? I always forget. And I'm sorry that I do. You're not on Discord at all? Oh, you're just a fan. Well, thank you, Karate Pond. I swear I'll start drafting. On PD Discord. I swear I'll start drafting again. I didn't do any cube. I barely did cube. I actually did like 3 or 4 cubes, but I barely did a lot of cube. I know you would love that. I don't know, I just like kinda like did not like cube. I don't know this time around. It was really weird to say. Mind Grind is pretty good. And I can tutor for it. We need some protection spells pretty soon. Oh, kind of expensive, but no. I'm just throwing a bunch of cards. I'm not really building the deck. I'm just kind of like looking at it. Never actually played it. You should play. You're a professional Twitch watcher. Well, thank you, Karate Pod. Thank you for choosing me. As the only. Actually, I'm actually only a PD stream. No, Slasher stream sometimes. Other people. Hopefully, I always hope to like inspire other people to do stuff. I really hope more people do more content this season. I win League yet? Yeah, I won League. Yeah, I saw your stream, Trevor's. I remember that. I do remember the Trevor streams. Just you kind of just comboing people. I was like, oh, we're comboing him. Here we go. I kind of like Shriekhorn, actually. More than the Spell Bomb, but... Or actually better than Dream Twist, honestly. I like Shriekhorn, actually. Because I could cast it with any spell. Never got much in MTGO that much. Do you play in paper, or are you a paper player? What do you play in paper? I want like 2. Yeah, standard took a nosedive. Marcus, what's up, man? What's up, Marcus? Nowadays I have a cube. Cube is fun, especially when it's in your own cube, because you get to customize it and just kind of like put your own favorites on there. My buddy has a cube. I've never played it, but it's apparently very good. It's like, it's pretty budget, but it's like a fun set of budget. What counterspell? Actually, I want. I want like removal spells. Ooh, what is this? What is this promo? Oh man. Alright, new job. Yeah, working like nights sucks. I hate it. Eating breakfast. What breakfast? Yeah, if I didn't have to work, I'd be a full-time Magic player. This promo is sick. I've never seen this. Actually, sick promo. I need some like removal spells. I'll just play names. I don't know what's good though right now. I don't know. Get Ward the Raid Mother. NPR promo? Oh, okay. Paper Vintage Cube on New Year's? Was it... Did it have proxies, or... I don't know how concerned I am actually like, killing other people's creatures right now. I don't know. Kind of concerned about comboing and protecting my combo. I get some like rebuffs. Ugh, that's so bad. Turn aside, yeah, turn aside's pretty good. Agony Warp, yeah. It's like the same as Nameless Inversion, isn't it? It's like easier to cast. But this is just easier to cast. My only idea of this was to play with Silumgar Scorn, but Silumgar Scorn's not legal, so I'm really sad about. Play the full power 9? Jeez. Did they have it like in a really like heavy briefcase or something? Full power 9 cube would be sick. I just want to like touch like a Black Lotus with my grimy taco hands. Fire sauce all over it. I was like, oh, can I have that? Ask me that Black Lotus, let me go. I'm trying to just like figure out the trying to figure out like the balance of like how many cards do I need to make them get cards? How many cards do I need to like protect my spells? I really don't want Lore Broker. Lore Broker is good because it's like it does it like for free, which is why I don't like Scepter as much or Mind Grind as much. Mind Grind's kind of expensive. But it's like an alternate kill condition, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I'm actually milling. Disciple of Deceit. Someone else mentioned that, yes. But I think that's a lot. That's a big workaround. Like, I think Aura Divinion's legal, too. That's a lot of work. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Aura Divinity is not. Okay, Aura Divinity is not legal. Oh no. Survivor's Encampment to tap the jank. Yeah. No, that's not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong about that. Single. Yeah, they just like can't play spells anymore. That's true. Telling time? Yeah, Anticipate's legal too. I forgot about that. I'd probably rather play Anticipate. Well, Telling Time's pretty good too. You get the one card you need and then the one card that you need later. Because you need like 4 different cards for this combo. Pull out Summon's legal, yeah. A lot of them are like the tapping creatures. I really want to try to be as linear as I can first. The start, pretty much the start, I want to be like super linear. So let me just try that. I haven't actually even tried. I really want to try Lore Broker. Do we lose with Morrowside? I think so. So, yeah, Morrowside's gone. There's also like Thought Hemorrhage though, and like I think Cranial Extraction's legal. Oh, Psych is not legal. Stain of Mind's legal, I think. Yeah, play Stain. Oh, Stain of Mind's not legal. I don't know what the hell is legal anymore. I don't know. Lobotomy? Lobotomy legal? Lobotomy's legal. You can play Lobotomy. No, Cranial Extraction's not legal. And you do cards like this. No, Cranial Extraction's not legal. I just looked it up. Fun story. I was playing a league today, and I got Memoricided 5 times, and I still won the game. It was pretty great. 5 times. One of them whiffed, though, in their defense. It's a... I can never spell hemorrhage, right? I never spell hemorrhage right. I can never spell that word right. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ashamel. Thank you, Ashamel. Oh, Pike! Thank you! I was thinking about that. Yeah, the alternate kill condition of the root chain Spike. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Shifting Shadows. We're on the same wavelength there. I had that in my head for like a second. Completely forgot about that. Thank you. Alright. We almost have a deck. Although I don't have, I'm like that, but I'm playing freaking artifacts. I'm playing so many these artifacts. I'm playing Spellbomb. I actually like Dream Twist now. That slot. I only see 10 instant sorceries. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna fix that. I'll play like a bunch of mind. I guess I'll play a bunch of mind grinds. I don't know. At worst, they're like they kind of do the same thing I'm trying to do. Still, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these right now. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. You're right. It's like there's not like a ton of instances of sorceries. Nice as a lore broker. Yeah, so it's like 20. And like 16 right now. But even still, like, you know, you get a good pike going. I have to play one pike. You can get a pike. You can get a good pike going, kind of. Maybe. I've been killed by a lot. Yeah, the worst, like, you can start killing one with just Dust Mantle Guildmage in a really weird way. I love his art. I don't know why. I don't want to play this card because of the art. Exploding. Fit these in. That's a problem for code. I don't know if I need like a billion spells. I do want Anticipates in my deck. It also makes the pike plan better. Like I said, need plan Bs. Always need plan Bs. I want 2 pikes then. I want 2 pikes? Oh, another idea I forgot I had. Forgot that was another idea I had. Putting Animate Dead in my deck. To get back the Dust Mantle Guild Mages that die. Right, I had that idea too. Alright, I think I got a deck. Because you can tutor for the Animate Deads to get back your Dust Mantle Guild Mages and start all over again. Yeah, you can also grab your opponent's stuff. You can grab their junk, yeah. Are we not doing freezing anymore? I don't know, Big M. You want any ideas or just good ideas? I'll take all ideas. Why? Why are they doing this? Splash Necromancer's Covenant. First thing you know the card does. I can see if code's going into flames. Oh, I gotta kick you guys out. Ooh. Is that legal? It is legal. With stone on clones creature, right? Yes, you can. I'm not talking much, I'm just like typing up on Scryfall. A lot of removal. What lands are legal? You know what I like looking at is, I think a big thing that everyone should always do when they see this format new is like, what lands are legal? What are the lands that are legal? Ugh. Allied Encampment's really good. That's my secret deck. Auntie Tobble. Briar Mouse was like gushing over this card. Gushing over Auntie Tobble. Usual suspects here. Hunkers, Galleons. Good. Crossroads is back, that's cool. Coral Atoll. Wow, really? Blue bounce land? Interesting. Oh, all the cyclers are legal. That's cool. This is kind of good. So blue cycler is back. Dreadship Reef, I'm gonna probably play that. Storage lands are really good. You guys didn't know that. Oh, these are. Oh yeah, Back Alley G. We were talking about these, right? The the red and the black to soul lands. That's pretty good. Ooh, Dusk Mantle, House of Shadow. Unkarma way to do that. Okay, word. I'm down. I'm down. I am down for that. It's actually like 3 mana to do that though. Athalia John, do we? I don't know. I'm not to end yet. Ooh, I like this. This is pretty good. Do we have this before? E2 and Cayman's legal too? That's pretty good for red. Athalia Johnyard, is it legal? Lake of the Dead, we knew about that. Moorland Haunt, that's cool. Yeah, Johnyard's legal. But, like, the other thing is cheaper. It's just kind of cheaper, though, right? I guess I play one of each. I guess the other one's, like, better. It's, like, better in a nutshell. Yeah, I can just play Johnyards. It's also, like, it helps the alternate kill quotient. And my Swarm deck's gonna be so good. My Storm Intelligence is gonna be so good. It's gonna be back to its former glory, almost. Yeah, I'll just play the Johnyard. Johnyard is probably better. Ooh. Lair lands. Lair lands. Oh, these were all here before. Scudsword Desert. Oh, this snuck in. The little desert that could snuck in. Thematic Compass. That's so funny. Hey, you can play this with your play this with your Step Links. Step Links is legal now, by the way, if you didn't know. I might get Evolving Wilds back. I don't know. We'll see. Just that's the only Vivid Marsh. That sucks. Sunshort Shiver and the Stormblood OP. That is kind of good, actually. Sunscorched Desert. Alright. Interesting. Interesting! Wait, what are my blue-black lands? Wait, there's no Submerged Boneyard. There's no Submerged Boneyard. What am I supposed to do for blue-black? No. No. I used to play Guild Gates all the time. Submerged Boneyard got priced out. No. No. What about Dimir Guild Gates good? Okay, we're good up there. Oh yeah, you're ready already? Are you ready? The meta is calling. There is no meta. We are an hour and a half into this. Oh, yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just trying to figure out the mana base. I gotta buy these cards. Why is it doing this? Hold on a second. I'm gonna restart MTGO. It's going nuts right now. PD size down, yeah. They're updating some code or whatever. So once that like reboots, it'll come back. So it'll be a couple minutes. G-Man. G-Man. Dude, back out. You won 6 tournaments. That's sick. You tied with Ribbons tonight. And you played different decks. You didn't get carried by one deck. You actually played different decks. Actually, no, you won with like 2 Hypergenesis. It was like, no, you rolled with a lot of different decks. Shout out to you. Shout out to Back Alley. Definitely like expanded his range a lot. Why is it doing this? Why the heck is it doing this? Why? I want to split it up. Just... Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you. I was going nuts. I was like, why is this happening? Wow, really? I can't spell island. Kinda late now. Force fruition, yeah. Force fruition's legal. So many lands. How many non-lands in this deck? Yeah, I mean, you played a bunch. We played different decks, man. It's hard to like. It's hard to switch around and like still be successful. I do it all. I switch around a lot. I don't know. I'm not. I was not successful this season. My first half was like okay because I was playing a lot of Hypergenesis, and then I just like fell off. I super fell off. I started just like getting too into myself. Well, I gotta sell one thing real quick. Guys, by the way, sell your crystal veins. Not before I do, but sell them. Sell your crystal veins. Sell all your crystal veins. We do mine first, then you guys can sell yours. Red Green matches Kina City. Kina City is a very good card. And Basketball is also a very good card. Two tickets for my Crystal Veins. Just Crystal Veins. That's great. But yeah, I mean, like, Madness is always good. You know, it's always a solid archetype. Ryan Clock and Friends, Surge Node, Power Conduit. That was crazy. Crazy, and I like it. It's always good to be aggressive, though. And, like, Regular Madness is always, like, a solid archetype, so there's already, like, ideas are out there, so you can just, like, adjust your ideas to, like, what's legal. I'm always a fan of just, like, adapting your old archetypes to the new meta. The new cards, so... I mean, I might just do that. I might just cop out and not play this deck. I'm just buying my cards right now. Well, taking key is not legal. There was one season with key, and it was awesome, and nobody played with key. I had this like sick wildfire deck with key. It was so good, but it just wasn't good enough, really. I'm back. Yeah, sell your guys. If you have crystal veins, sell your crystal veins. Sell all your crystal veins right now before they like plummet or something. Alright, he's trying to battle. Who's trying to battle? Look at all these people battling. Battle! Battle! I'll do like one or two matches and then I'll probably go to sleep. I'm actually kinda tired. I'm gonna upload the talk show and I just call it from there. Yeah, I'll be here. I mean, the game's up whenever you want. I don't know if this hand's good. I don't think it's good at all, but I'll keep it. I got a tutor, so it's gotta be good, right? I got a storage land. Probably get stomped. Definitely getting stomped. Mind grind, word. Pike! Oh god, he's gonna pike me. Piked. Scepter. Oh, I like that. Oh god. That's actually sick. I love this card, actually. I played it in one of my, what do you call it? One of my deck techs, I played it. Niblis. So this is like a prowess deck. That's pretty cool. I kind of don't want to mill him, though, because he has a pike out. Dudes on dudes here. All my mill cards are really bad against him, I think. Another Niblis, jeez. I get the Mind Crank first, it's harder to deal with. Say. You gonna counter this? Oh. I'm so Sanchi, that's a card I could use. A bounce spell or a counter spell, I forgot about that card. Loses life. Probably have some, like, life-losing spells in my deck. Soul. Oh, I'm dead. This is like 12 damage. Oh my god, look! It's there. It's all there. Except I have no mana. Wait, do I? Can I do this? I'm short 1 mana. I'm actually short 1 mana to do all this. That's so sad. I'm so sad. Pretty close. I just like play a bunch of lands. What if I just like ramped into doing all at once? Probably fire up the MTG stream sites. Yeah, it's like 4 AM. There's not a lot of people playing. I remember I streamed till like 8 AM once. I got like 100 people because I was only like 1 of 5 people streaming. Is mine to see the deck? I could. What if I just mind grinded their entire deck here? Maybe someone will discover us now? Maybe. I do want to see what's going on. Alright. I only hit 5 cards. I hit 4 lands. The same stuff that he still already has. I like Dream Twists. I like more counter spells. Like some Scare Beasts too. Scepter seemed okay. I kind of need these. Kind of need these to like trigger the Dusk Mantle. I kind of like that. I haven't dropped a single frame yet. That's pretty awesome. I just can't get rid of Glint. A little slow. No, it's kind of tutorable. Got one of these, I guess. A lot of the stuff I was looking at for like modern, they had 3 of each of the combo pieces, and then everything was just a control, which I might actually do. Play more control and just use it to the late game engine. I kind of like that idea more. Just like playing a lot more control-y. Like a bunch of discard spells, like some counter spells, and then just like late game grind them out. I think that's the way to do it. I think I'm just like going way too mill. Academy Elite. I don't know what that card does. Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Also, should always be tutoring. Sure. Should always be tutoring too. The old 1-4. Loses life. I can make them lose life every turn. Not killing them, but... Oh, I should play Sphinx's Tutelage in this deck. I should probably play Sphinx's Tutelage in this deck. Really Turnicide over Dive Down. That's pretty good. Pretty decent there. Yeah, they can just draw cards like normally and then kill them. I want to play these Toodles in this deck. Play Tutelage in this deck. There's a Guild Mage. There's also a bunch of other stuff. I'm not dying yet, so that's pretty good. But I don't have a way to, like, mill them or anything. I actually have nothing to, like... I got nothing right now. I have Drown Yard. Yeah, but it's gonna take like a turn. I have to activate and then mill them, so it's like 7 mana. Essentially 7. All right. Well, now I don't have it. Well, now I have a Mind Crank. I should play all Turnicides probably. There's a lot of artifact hate. Dang. All right, there goes that plan. Clearly, it's a work in progress. Clearly. Excuse me. Need a counterspell. Ooh, Hieroglyph Illumination. This card is dope. These are all cards I lose to. By the way. Get rid of the Serpent here. I don't like this card. I think it's too expensive. It's probably like a 1-of. Yeah, Hieroglyph is good. I don't especially like this card. I don't know. I have to like rethink of it. I'm gonna rethink of this entire deck already. Where I want to be with it. I seem to be doing nothing and dying a lot. Yeah, I guess. Am I on a mill plan? Maybe. What was his hand again? How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just put this out there. Next turn he dies, I guess. I am gonna crank the crap out of him, actually. Hold up, dive down. Next turn kill him? Yeah, okay. That's my plan.
I'm thinking of how best can I do this? I mean, how
Dissolve? Aw, boo.
than I did the last one.
Okay.
I'm always trying to improve my performance. I think that's
Dang it, dissolve?
just continue to do.
I cut a mind crank too. I crank them all. I crank and I crank and I crank. This is me cranking. I don't know. Like, how do you crank? Alright, I'm dead. I'm dead to that. I'm definitely dead to the pike. Alright, GG's. Back to the drawing board. That's how we do it here. I like Turn-Aside. Turn-Aside is pretty good, actually. I want to play like a super control build of this. Yeah, Turn-Aside's pretty good. I'm already moving him to the main deck. I just want to play like dumb control now. Alright, let me like up the lands here. Oh no, I need more Dreadship Reefs. I might not play. I might not play again. I'm not sure. Wait for a game. Alright, I'll do one more. If Back Alley wants to play, I'll do one more. I gotta like tweak a little more. Scepter's okay. I don't like the pike plan. I'm not really down. I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down for it. I'm kind of down for the pike plan. Just like kind of down. But not really. I'm gonna look up something real quick. I like Mind Shatter actually a lot more. What signets are legal? Any? How many signets are legal? So use one pike. I was using one pike. I didn't really like it. I had too many non-pike stuff. I don't know. Oh, Dimir Signet's legal. I can place Dimir Signet. I'm just looking at all other Minecraft decks for Modern. I know there's one on MTG Goldfish. We're looking at it right now. Oh, they had Mana Leak though. Mana Leak's so. And Spellskite. I wish I had Spellskite. Wish I had Spellskite. I do need counter spells of some sort. I need probably like. Oh wait, up to Sandshade. That was a card, yeah. That's a card I actually want. It's like half a re. Alright, see ya, True Hero. Thanks for watching. I don't know what the hell to go to this deck. I don't want more discard. I don't know. I don't know how much like Scepter. I'm gonna animate. That's not really where I want to be. Poor Shriekhorn. I don't know where I want to be with this deck. Maybe way to attack people too. I want to attack people a little bit. I think I'm wrong not to play 4 of each. Play the third turn aside here. Oh. Alright. I guess the pike's coming back in. It's kind of good with just Mind Crank, and I have a creature. It's kind of okay. I think I have like a way... I have 22. Okay, I could do... I'm back on pike. I'm back on the pike, I guess. I have enough like nonsense where that's not bad. Oh, Sphinx's Tutelage. That's what I was going to play. I forgot about that. I already forgot I was going to play that. Yeah, no, I was thinking of Signets. I was thinking of Signets for a second. But, I don't know where I'd fit them. I actually don't know where I would fit them. I want to play Sphinx's Tutelage. I don't really... I should probably play this card. Somewhere. I don't need all these, like... I kinda want... Because that's the way it is triggered on its own. I want, like, 3. Kinda goes with the mill plan. I like it. I do like it. Alright. Take 2. Take 2 with the deck. Wait, is Nature Tune actually legal? I forgot it made it or not. Woo, we made it. Alright. We did it. Alright, Back Alley, you want to play? We'll play. Back Alley, if you're around, just challenge me or something. I'll do a little more with Back Alley, and then I'll probably call it a night. A little late. Got more brew to do. Gotta think about this nonsense for a little bit. Ray was new in the channel, has no idea what the heck I'm doing. We're playing Penny Dreadful. We just got into Season 6. Go follow the links. Are posted on the chat. If you're new to the stream, throw it a follow. All it costs you nothing. And you get to figure out when I'm on. I think I'll new subs today. Really appreciate it. We had a fun time doing the talk show. Season 7, baby. Sure, I'll keep this. I said Season 7, didn't I? I said Season 7. I don't know. Let's turn one lackey. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Zombies. The zombies. We get stomped by this zombie deck. Oh, Dark Salvation, Deadweight. Oh, he is only Lake of the Dead. This card's good. Hands. I don't know what to take here. The Sarcomancy, I don't know. I'm actually not really sure what to take there. Let's see if he actually plays the Lake of the Dead here. Or he draws a swamp. Yeah, he plays a ghoul and... Oh, doesn't sack the lake. Interesting. Nope, he's not sacking it. Okay. That was a good draw. My Vendettas look so bad right now. Vendettas in my sideboard look so bad. Man, triple ghoul? Triple deadweight. Double deadweight, rather. Yeah, all I have to do is draw lands here and kill those creatures and try to do that. Cast my Mantle, he has like all the kill spells here. He has a ton of kill spells, though. He has 2 Deadweights in his hand and a Dark Salvation. He can kill the thing, that's not a big deal. Alright, here goes a lot of mana. Oh no. It's happening. Need more lands. Playing too few lands here. I'm definitely playing way too few. I should play like 20 to 24 lands. And signets, probably. Oh, just making more zombies. Pretty good. That's probably gonna kill me. Yeah, I think I just needed more land drops. I think you're right on that. Alright, my sideboard's not good for this, because I don't think I put a sideboard. I don't think I fixed my sideboard much. Oh, I have ultimate prices, that's good. I have 23 lands. Oh, that's perfect. No, that's perfect amount. I just didn't draw any. Not draw any lands. Ugh. Ugh. That's okay, I guess. Bottom. I probably could have kept that. I need a second. Oh, that's gonna kill the zombie. Yeah! Take one! Aw. Shambling Ghoul! Aw, oh, dang. Shambling Ghoul. Oh, now the Shambling Ghouls are gonna happen. The Shambling Ghouls are coming out. Damn it. Oh, I just picked my nose there. Here comes the Pike! Here comes the Pike shifting. Pike's gonna hold it down. The fun of Pike here. This might work. Read the bones. He's reading. Reading is fundamental. Do a land. Damn it! So many deadweights. I'm dead to the Liliana's Mastery here. Pretty much dead to Land Mastery. Cycles Scarab Piece. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I have to reimagine this deck. See what other people are doing. Getting stomped. I'm not watching this. Beaker's just doing Beaker stuff. That flip card over there. Yeah, good games, man. And that one laner, that was sick. I thought you were gonna. I really thought you were gonna sack your swamp. For the thing. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. You didn't hit land drops. I don't think I need this stuff. I don't think I need mind grind. I don't think I should mind grinding people. Although it kind of helps a tutelage plan. Just play like one mind grind. Yeah. See you Saturday. It's late for me too. I need to figure this out. I don't know if I'm gonna play this. Alright, I guess we're gonna end the stream here. I too need to sleep, and I'm still freezing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate all ya. Got a lot of new followers today, thank you so much. Dark Tutelage, maybe? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching. Thanks for my all new followers today. The new sub today. A couple new subs. I don't know what I'm at right now. I have literally no idea what I'm at on sub count. But appreciate y'all here for tuning in. Penny Dreadful's great. But you're all here for Penny Dreadful. If you're not here, if you didn't know what Penny Dreadful is, awesome budget format. Turn off the music. It's an awesome budget format, though. Check out the links below. You'll see the, if you missed the talk show portion of the show, you can go to my YouTube, you can subscribe there. We're going to put some awesome Season 7 content. It'll be a lot of fun. Discord, if you're wanting to join Penny Dreadful, you can check out the Discord, it's right there. But it was pretty great. I have 3 subs. Thank you guys so much for all your subscriptions, all your views. It's been fun. I'll see you next time I stream. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. Still trying to brew a little bit, but I will. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I'm playing Saturday. I'll be playing the tournament Saturday. I don't know what I'm playing yet, but we'll figure it. I'll figure it out. Maybe on stream, maybe not. Keep it a little secret. Still secret action, but thank you guys so much for watching. We're finding someone to host. Oh shoot. Any other streamers on? At least I know, kind of. I don't really know any. I have 16 viewers. Wow. I always like putting someone behind me as a host. Drunk with friend. Maybe I'm not hosting anyone. I don't know. I was really doing a thing that looks cool. Alright, screw it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.